Hi, my name is Larry Grimm, and I have the pleasure of teaching in psychology and early childhood education. And what I'd like to share with you is kind of my entree into technology. And I've taught for a number of years, actually prior to coming to Yavapai College, and all of those experiences were face-to-face. With the exception of some interactive TV experiences. And then after coming here, I continued with the interactive TV experiences and launched into a couple of different forms with the online, both hybrid classes and straight online. And what I'd like to do is share about how a little bit about my experience in all three of those settings. And the first thing that I want to offer to you is be yourself. You've got your teaching strategy, and that's you, and you know what works for you. And keep doing that, regardless of the medium. For example, with my experience with the interactive TV classes, and I don't know how many of you have had that opportunity, but the way I conceptualize that is I've got one classroom that happens to be on two sites. Now, years past, when I was doing this for NAU, sometimes we had as many as 4 sites going. So that was one classroom, 4 sites. And my effort was really connect with the students and convey that information regardless of how that was happening. So, and that really seemed to work for all of them. And so again, in that setting, just be yourself and really help and seek to put the students at ease. And that's one of the biggest challenges with the ITV is a lot of the students freak when they come in and realize that it's going to be an ITV class, even to this day, and that whenever they talk, it's going to be on the mic. But hey, put them at ease, and you're at ease. And then with the hybrid classes, I've got one class that is a hybrid or flipped class, and that's my Playing to Learn class, and that's one I built from the ground up as a hybrid. And the way I've structured that is all the online portion is what really works well in online. So we've got a lot of opportunities to connect. I've got my lectures that are recorded, integrity. We've got a lot of different learning opportunities, videos, etc. that are online. But then we come together for 3 different Saturdays and have what I refer to as Saturday play-based experiences. And I think, in my estimation, the hybrid or flipped classes work well if you have that portion of your class which works well online, and the portion that, hey, you can't really accomplish online, then you have that more like a lab. And since, in those Saturday play-based experiences, we actually run those, once again, 3 different Saturdays from 9 to 3. But it's not lecture, it's play, and it's a variety of play experiences, and it seems to go over very well. Another thing I do within that class, because I like, in those play experiences, we have different group presentations, but it's not like a formal presentation because each one of the groups is presenting a play-based learning experience for us. And I'll tell you, it's been interesting how I've structured that, and it's very easy to do within Blackboard, and something many of you probably are already aware of, and that's the Blackboard groups. And I just form those groups just like I would if it was a face-to-face class, but we have them in Blackboard, and the students have all the capabilities and more with that as far as group emails, group discussion boards, blogs, file sharing, etc. And in the first class I taught like that, I had in my class, because again it was a hybrid, we ended up with folks all over. I had one of the groups that had a group member from Nazlini, which is up on the Navajo reservation, someone from Tucson in that same group, someone from Sedona in that group, one from the Prescott Valley and one from Prescott, and they worked together very well online, had a really solid presentation, and they had never really coalesced as physically as a group until that Saturday they presented. But everything happened online, which worked really well. With my straight online classes, excuse me, and what I try to do with, again, structure it just like I would a face-to-face, but realize, it's a little different with that. I still try to have some connections. And one of the things I do with at first is I think it's really important to give a face for the students. So not only do I have my lectures recorded in integrity, but then I provide a welcome video, an overview video. Different times when we hit, there's information that needs to be explained. Sometimes I'll explain that either in an announcement or email to everybody, but then sometimes it's a lot better just to do it as a quick video, and that way I go over and explain it, and it seems like it clarifies it much more. I'm striving to find even more ways to, in my online classes, to bring in a connection. My child development class, that's the one I've got online. When I've done that face-to-face, I'll do learning groups, and sometimes there'll be what I call puzzle activities, where I'll present some information, and then I'll break my class into 5 groups, and they have 5 different scenarios, one for each group, and then they respond to that and bring those pieces back. And I've done that very successfully at different times with the face-to-face, but not with the online. And one of the things that I'm experimenting with, and I'm going to launch in the fall, is a synchronous component to my online classes that'll allow just that. So we'll really have a scheduled meeting time, and then I'll present information just like I would in a face-to-face class, and then have them broken apart in groups, and the groups will all go ahead and discuss their information and their response to those scenarios, and then bring them back as a whole class for feedback on that. So, and I'll let you know how that works. Right now, it's just, I thought, hey, that's just one example of something I've done on a face-to-face that I thought, you can do that in an online environment as well. Just pulling this together, I think it's important just to be you, and to have, you've got your teaching style, and really be relaxed with that, and don't let the technology get in the way of your connection with the students. And something I realized right after the last clip that I recorded was that I wanted to offer up to you is which has to do with relaxing. The first time I did this, I recorded something. I was self-conscious of that, re-recorded, and you know what? The first one was the best. I think just do it. When you have a face-to-face class, you don't hit the reset. And obviously if you make a mistake, you just correct it, as you're ongoing in a face-to-face class. You can do the same thing when you're recording lectures or recording any information to the students. Just do it and be very comfortable with that. And I just want to thank you for this opportunity to share something of my experience to really adapt to different settings but still be you.